meant a little noise now and then. The slingings, beatings, and territory plays were daily. Typical, even. They'd get especially loud from time to time, even lethal. That was just how it went. Another spoke on the city's wheels, doing what it'd do naturally in New Houston. Round and round. Looks like I'll have to go around again. You know, the skies are always shaded with a cloud cover out here. Locals tend to agree it's some omen about the future. God's, ironically, clear-cut response to the actions of our fellow man. Omens and the wrath of God are just coping explanations to simple matters. The sky's fogged because we're all swimming in the modern American dream out here. Nothing puzzling about it at all. It's just nature. The walk home that night wasn't special either. Down the same old decrepit streets towards that cheap heap I call home. Of course, I could have planted my feet anywhere in the city, even in the high-rises next door to the CEOs with the gold-plated floors. What kind of asshole walks on gold? Anyway, I preferred somewhere closer to home. The stains I represent in my line of work shouldn't be slumming it with the men who never get their hands dirty. Abide near the people drawing eyes. You draw eyes. That said, the corpos hardly set foot out here, let alone leave a watchful eye to take notes. There's never anything to note. Anything other than the typical was a unicorn of a day. And if I knew how special the day was, I might have dressed differently for my last errands, given how long my unicorn of a day was about to become. That's an awful lot of gunfire for a drug bust, but just about right for a gang war. The worst part of any night is when your last few minutes walking home turn into an ordeal. This would be the third war this year. Hopefully the bangers don't make too much of a mess. Ugh, messy. I think I recognized her. Lizzie Kowalski. Such a strange woman. She took a never-retreat method to everything she did. Made her a good gangbanger. A decent leader. Can't say I approved of the reckless methods, but I suppose this was the best ending she could hope for. Decent view on the way down. Now that is far too much gunfire for just a hit. I'll definitely need to check with Owl. Maurice Pagano. I was never particularly pleased with another accountant moving into my little haven, but over time, the guy proved neutral and useful. Stayed on the first floor, near a main exit. I preferred a little more distance from the beaten path. Where he saw an exit on the ground floor, I saw a lack of options. Here we are. Pagano, you around?
Eli, still alive, eh? Fantastic.
Yeah, I just got in. You know, to all this noise.
Yeah, sounds like a bit of a mess. A little more than a gang war, to be honest.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Alright, first, the stash. Ah, shit. Maybe I can slip these guys. Ah, shit. Maybe I can slip these guys.
We lost him.
Touching an accountant's stash wasn't illegal per se. More so just tradition, seeped in blood. Some of us reacted harshly to our precious belongings being tampered with, and the rest of us didn't nip that in the bud, so it became taboo. Funny how that works. There it is. Not much ammo. not too happy about Offen Fane's ops. But they know the job's ruthless. People got lost in this maze enough as it was. Part of what I liked about the place. Not only was it far off, you managed to work your way in the door. You just hit hallway after hallway. The place was built for numbers, not for quality of life. The fuck is this? Why? Clean skin and tags? They didn't care who was a civvy and who was actually shooting back at him. These shitbags just wiped them all out. Long enough. I owned both apartments in that corner. Left the latter a little unrenovated and empty looking. Didn't even take that long to set up. Motherfucker.
Hey, there's a few of you on response on the target's floor. All squads check in. Respond immediately. Exterior, all quiet.
The lead didn't notice Bravo didn't check in. Because they're dead. More incompetence. Buys me a little breathing room. Feigned was an organized company when it came to hits. One of the reasons I enjoyed working jobs from them. They did the legwork of pre-planning. Made my life a lot easier. Controlled risks. But this seemed more like a rush job.
Check in.
Sir, my men are beginning to think Bravo might be entirely wiped out.
The Queen's scum must be sneaking around. Go clear out the third.
What if it's Talon down there?
Without that suit? Your fears are asinine, squatty. Go send the scum to their queen. Clean it up.
Engaging the Boston Kings on floor 5. There's a shit ton of them here. Getting heavy resistance on top 5 and 6. These fuckers are all over! throw off.